Hello Internet, my name is Will, and I'm going to do some stuff. This is disc golf, and it is by far my favorite sport that I have ever played. And today, I'm going to be helping you get the basics. So, disc golf is all about putting these discs in these grates as fast as you can. Now, like golf, it's a course of 18 holes, or in this case, a course of 18 buckets. You've got, I guess you'd say you'd have a time limit if you're playing with a lot of people, but if you're in a pretty empty park like this one in Melbourne suburbs, you spend as much time as you like. Yeah, as much time as you like. Normally, when you're playing disc golf, you would have a set of 3 discs. A driver, a putter, and a mid-range. I don't have a mid-range, but I find I do just fine with the driver and the putter. A driver is used for your long-distance straights. That's if you've got somewhere very far away you need to knock into outer space. They usually require quite a lot of power, and they usually have quite a bit of tilt. I'll get into that more in a later video, but right now, that's all you need to know. That is a putter. A putter, like in golf, is used for short distance throwing. I would use that if I wanted to go 5 meters, or maybe even 10. That much. More than that, and it's not very good. Hi! Oh boy, it's a dog. Hi, it's Poster Will here. If you're wondering why I've stopped the video, it's because viewer discretion is advised. Nah, it's a joke. This next bit is just me playing and yabbering on about the game. If you've got something else to do, go do it. You don't have to sit here and watch it. But I would appreciate it if you did. So yeah, literally all I do is play 3 holes, yabber on. I do show a little bit of important information, like how to do the discs properly. I will eventually, if I can remember, make a separate video on that, because that's a whole thing in itself, because there are so many tactics that everybody uses. So yeah, thank you for your consideration. You can skip to the end, or you can do the 10-second skip to important bits. I don't mind. Go ahead. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give him some slack. It's his first time, and he did it in a public space. He's not very good at that. Bear with him. He'll be all right. Anyway. Welcome to Bald Hill Disc Golf Course. If you ever want to come out here, it's beautiful. Sorry, it's a little windy today, but I'm going to play the first 9 holes to show you what I would do using 2 discs, because 2 discs is way cheaper than a normal amount of discs, although you can get 3 in bundles, and a lot of people have collector's anxiety when it comes to these things. But if you can see off in the distance, this big bucket. So, first things first, when I drop it, I'm going to use my driver. And I'm going to try and get it as much as I can over there. Now, I'm lucky and I can use both hands when I'm slinging my discs, but I would want to go that way, because then it's up and down. I don't know exactly where it's up that hill. So, apologies for the wind. If I find some music, I'll put it on there, but if I don't, hear me fail. So I'm going to stand on this nice concrete pad you can't see, and I'm going to use my left hand, and I'm going to throw the disc very far. Watch this. As you can see, Immediately I made a mistake. I didn't throw to the left far enough, so now I have to throw up the hill. Ready to come with stuff? Let's go. This isn't a gimbal, so it's just a tripod, so you're gonna have to bear with the shaky. But you need to understand that it's been a while since I've done this. It's been a good few, at least half a year, good few months. So I'm hoping that I can make this as enjoyable for you as possible without boring you to death. Then again, this is just the basics. So yeah, there you go. Now you can see the thing better, and there is my disc. That's where I landed, and that's where I need to get it to. Now, if I were playing normally, I probably wouldn't putt from this distance, but it seems like it's good enough to putt, so I'm going to do exactly that. Now, driving and putting, you launch differently. I'll show you how to do that on the next hole, but I will stand here. I dropped my driver just like you do in golf, and I will putt up. There we go. That's not too bad. Come up again. Here we go. Now, once you've putted close enough, or if you've got a midway, I would use a midway there, a midway driver or something like that. I can't exactly sit you down here. It's a tripod, not a Jeep Wrangler. Right. There you go. Sorry for the sideways. That's just how it is. Apologize for my lackluster performance. It's been a while. Come on to the next hole. Now, the next hole is up there, I believe, past these. So there, at this course in specific, there are 2 sets of 9, which is usually what makes up an 18-hole course. But there's only 9 buckets, so they changed the course around a little. And you'll end up having 2 launching spots. See, that one there, that concrete pad, that would be the blue or the 10 to 18. But I'm playing on the red, which is 0 or 1 to 8. Now, as you can see, this here map, handy little map, tells me exactly where I need to launch the disc. So I cannot see it, but I'm guessing that this bucket is behind that set of trees over there. You can see that far set of trees. I'll put you behind this here concrete pad so I can show you what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to show you how I do a drive. Then I'll show you how to do a putt. So for the driver or a midway, you want to use hand clasped around the side like this. You see that? I don't know. Clasped around the side like this. Okay? 1 thumb on the top, 1 thumb along the side, and 3 holding it in place so it won't fall out of your wheel too much. I do, personally, everybody kind of has their own way of doing it, but what I do, I kind of get into a lunge, I stretch, I come back, bringing it across my body to launch it. So, if I want to launch it now, I would strip it across my body extremely fast. Like that. And there you have it. Driving. Now, I don't know how far this second hole is, and my phone is running out of battery due to my failure to plan ahead. So I might only show you the next 2 putts, which is, of course, putting and then hole 3. Oh, sorry. But until then, I'll just keep going. See? There we go. Over there, you can see the yellow ring of the bucket. That's the bucket, and then I'm guessing that after that, just beyond that, if not there, is where the next hole is, where those people are standing. I've met them before, they're lovely people, just here to play some disc golf. So that's too far for me to throw. You're actually exactly where I need to be, so I'll move you. Sorry guys. So I would normally, I'm going to drive again. I don't have the concrete pad to stand on, so I need to stand exactly where the disc dropped. And I need to, I think I'll go for a right-handed because I need to curve to the left. Again, I'll explain it in the next video how discs work, but I'm gonna have to make do. I'd say I could putt off that. If I had a midway, I would use it, but I don't have a midway. If you're looking for discs to use, I would recommend lower numbers to begin with. Yet again, I'll explain it in the next video, but a midway that is around 5 is probably the best. That would make it to there perfectly. I'm not quite doing as good as a job as I thought. I'm still gonna post a video. What am I? Failure? No, of course not. I'm gonna putt from here, so I'll show you how to putt. I will move you backwards, however, so you can see. There we go. Now, putting is different. Putting is you want to grab it the same way, or like this if you're different. Okay. But then you want to toss it forward rather than tossing it across. You want to toss it forward so that it kind of goes up and down. I've got a lot of promises to make in this next video. It's going to make sense, trust me. So I'm going to try to putt you down without hitting the tree. If I hit the tree, it'll rebound and it'll go places that I don't want to go. However, although this is a putter, I'm going to use it like a midway or a driver, and I'm going to launch it a crossbody because it's too far for me to putt. Because this, going like this, doesn't give you a lot of directional strength. It only gives you a few meters. So, here goes. Perfect, look at that. Getting the hang of it again. Right, come on. Now, you saw it kind of came around past the tree. It had the wobbles. Now, the wobbles is because I was using a putter. Yet again, I'll explain it next time. Making a lot of promises. Don't worry, the next video will be out like an hour after this one comes out. Because it's really confusing. And now, you can see, I'm going to putt with this. Go. Shred it. It makes it very good at passing long distance. Let's go to the next one. Alright, number 3. I'm waiting for this one because I saw that it looked fancy smanchy, and I want to play a fancy smanchy course. So here goes. Ball till number 3. I gotta go with another, see? Another big old lefty. And I can see the yellow all the way down there. Now I'm gonna go with a drive I'm gonna go with a right-hand drive. See if I can do that. Hoping to at least make it past that first seat. Success. So, what happened there was I missed. I missed in the plainest of terms, and I hit the top of this small tree. I don't know what the tree names here in Australia are, but I'm just playing disc golf, jeez. But luckily, I didn't hit this tree, so I narrowly made it through. I see there's my friends from earlier, they're playing. So I narrowly made it through here, because if I had rebounded, as you can soon see, would have just gone onto the floor. And I would not have been able to make the extra 5 meters There's my disc. Now I'll explain one more thing while I'm waiting for them to carry on. Disc golf does get competitive. You can get a lot of competitive players. I'm pretty sure they have a real sport about it. But the main goal, especially my main goal, is just to have fun. I don't want to push people along. That's why I'm stopped. And I don't want to be like those rich golf snobs who toss their nose up at anybody who takes longer than 5 minutes per hole. When it gets really packed, you do have to be really patient. It's not like golf where you can just hit a ball. Although it is a little bit different, because if somebody is already halfway to the bucket, you can throw to the bucket, throw your first thing, maybe like a driver or a midway if you don't want to be too much in their space, and they will force a finish, and then you can putt the rest of the way, like I've done. Please, if you're going to try out the sport, if you're going to try it out, or if you're already a fashion veteran, just please try and be nice about it. Don't go and say, oh, I come here all the time, so it's my field, or oh, I've got better gear than you. It's a family sport. It's a fun sport. We're all here for throwing frisbees and buckets. It's the most simple version of golf ever. It's frisbees. Anyway, looks like they're finishing up. So, thank you for this PSA. Ow. Let's move you guys out of the way so you can see my miraculous drive, which is not going to be very miraculous at all. I can prove that to you with how I'm going to go about launching this. Got the driver ready to go. I need to visualize where I'm going to, where the disc is going to land, and I have to launch accordingly. Let's go. Look at that. See, now I'm getting back into it. But once we're done with this, I'll make sure I know what I'm doing. I might play the rest of the field. I might just not. We'll see how we go. It's pretty windy, so I apologize. I'll put subtitles on. I don't know, I'm just talking. I like talking. If you can't tell, I like talking. So here we go. Here's the last part that I'm going to show you guys. There we go. So, from here, should I putt or should I drive? Like I said, I don't have a midway, and I really want to. But they're a little expensive, especially from RPM. They're my favorites, by far my favorites. Shout out to those guys, they're great. I think from here I'm going to drive like it's a driver. I'm going to putt like it's a driver. We'll see how we go. Ready? Let's go. Okay, that wasn't great, but it does give me a teaching point. So now my putter has landed a little further away from the grate as I would have liked from the bucket, but I'm going to show you how to long range putt so that you know as well what it's like to putt long range. I'm going to try to do the same thing. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to try to do the same thing. I'm probably 100% going to miss this. Point proven. And if there was any doubt, I probably just missed par. So, now once again. So, thanks for watching. All the YouTube stuff, you know what you're doing. Support would be appreciated, comments, everything else. If there's anything you guys want me to try next, any sports, any hobbies of yours, if I have the time and if I can afford it at this stage, feel free to toss them down below. I'll have a go if I don't do them already. So yeah, thanks for watching. In conclusion, disc golf is fun. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys can enjoy it. That's kind of the whole point of why I make these videos now, so that you guys can enjoy it. 80% of you who click on this video will either be brand new disc golf players, or returning disc golf players, or friends and family. So, because this is the very first one of this channel, that's not an introduction. So yeah, thanks for coming, thanks for watching, thanks for being a part of this. I don't really know how to close. And there you go. My name's Will. I played disc golf today. What should I do next? Catch you later.